What up, Bugles? I want to welcome you to this video and to our Comics Bugle channel, your go-to spot for everything omnibus and oversize. Today, to celebrate Disney Plus mega hit Daredevil Born Again TV show, we are taking a closer look to a protector of the mean streets of Hell's Kitchen. Daredevil, also known as the Man Without Fear, is one of Marvel Comics' most enduring and beloved street-level heroes. Introduced during the Silver Age of comics, he has since evolved into a complex and emotionally rich character whose stories often blend gritty crime noir with deep moral and philosophical themes. From his humble beginnings to his dark and iconic modern rounds, Daredevil has carved out a unique space within the Marvel Universe. Daredevil made his debut in Daredevil issue number 1, published in April 1964, created by the man himself, Stan Lee, and artist Bill Everett, with significant input from legendary Jack Kirby, who designed the original Billy Club weapon. The first issue established the origin of Matt Murdock, a blind lawyer from New York's Hell's Kitchen who gains superhuman senses after being struck by a radioactive substance while saving a man from an oncoming truck. Interestingly, this origin story was parodied in the origin of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, where the dangerous cargo falling from a truck didn't hit Matt. Instead, it ended up in the sewers, where it came into contact with 4 baby turtles, turning them into the heroes in the half shell. But let's get back to Daredevil. Matt Murdock's origin is one of tragedy and heroism. Raised by his single father, Backlund Jack Murdock, a washed-up boxer, Matt is told the value of intelligence over brawn. After the accident that blinds him but heightens his other senses to superhuman levels, including the form of echolocation, Matt trains himself physically and mentally to compensate for his blindness. When his father refuses to throw a fight and is murdered for it, Matt dons a costume and became Daredevil to seek justice, not only in the courtroom, but on the streets. His rare sense, acrobatics, and martial arts skills make him a formidable vigilante, even against opponents with far greater physical power. The early Daredevil stories were lighthearted and traditional superhero fare, featuring colorful villains like Electro, the Owl, Stillman, and the Purple Man. Initially, Daredevil wore a yellow and black costume as seen in issues 1 through 6, but by Daredevil issue 7, artist Wally Wood redesigned his outfit into the now iconic all-red suit. That same issue also marked the beginning of a more serious tone in the comic, with Daredevil taking on Namor the Submariner in a fan-favorite battle that showed a hero's will and selflessness. Daredevil's supporting cast is one of the most well-developed in all of comics. His best friend and law partner Foggy Nelson, on again, off again love interest Karen Page, and mentor Stink, who trained him in martial arts, have all played vital roles in shaping his journey. Oh, and no discussion of Daredevil is complete without mentioning Wilson Fisk, aka the Kingpin. Originally a Spider-Man villain, Fisk became Daredevil's nemesis during Frank Miller's legendary run in the early 80s. Fisk isn't a traditional supervillain. He's a crime lord, a businessman, and a mirror of the corruption and power that fights against both as a lawyer and a vigilante. Another iconic foe is Bullseye, an assassin with perfect aim and no moral compass. His rivalry with Daredevil is brutal and deeply personal, leading to several tragic moments in Matt's life, including the death of Elektra. Daredevil is one of the most thematically rich characters in the Marvel Universe, with his stories often deeply rooted in the themes of fate, forgiveness, and justice. Raised in Hell's Kitchen, Matt Murdock was brought up in the Catholic tradition, and that foundation continues to influence both his moral compass and his inner turmoil. As Daredevil, he walks the line between man and devil, constantly wrestling with a sins he commits in the name of justice. The theme of fate is ever present in his narrative, whether it's seeking guidance in the quiet of confessional booth or questioning the morality of his actions. Matt's connection to God is never far from his decisions. Forgiveness is also central to his journey, both the need to forgive others and to find a way to forgive himself for his failures and violent choices. This internal conflict adds depth and tragedy to the character. Daredevil's stories also delve into the idea of righteous punishment. As a lawyer, he believes in the system. As a vigilante, he acts when the system fails. This duality of judgment and mercy, law and justice, mirrors the broader struggle of faith and sin, making Daredevil a powerful symbol of the human struggle with belief, redemption, and the burden of moral responsibility. Daredevil is often said to have no bad runs, which make him one of the most consistently high quality characters in Marvel lineups. And that's why pick just 3 stories or run to represent him is so difficult. But here they are. Daredevil reached a new level of critical acclaim and popularity when Frank Miller took over writing and art duties in Daredevil issue 158 in 1969. Miller transformed the book into a dark, cinematic, and mature series, emphasizing Matt's Catholic guilt, moral dilemmas, and the violent turned assassin, and developed the shadowy ninja clan The Hand. His run culminated in the critically acclaimed Born Again story with artist David Mazzucchelli, which saw Matt's entire life dismantled by the Kingpin, only for him to rise again, broken but not defeated. Born Again is considered one of the finest superhero stories ever told, and yes, this whole run was released in its own omnibus books. Years later, after Brian Michael Bendis' groundbreaking run on Daredevil, Ed Brubaker had some big shoes to fill, and he more than delivered. Teaming up with artist Michael Ard, Brubaker continued the gritty, street-level storytelling that had become synonymous with A Man Without Fear, while also pushing Matt Murdock further into darkness and psychological turmoil. Brubaker's run kicked off in a shocking place. Matt Murdock is behind bars, and his identity as Daredevil is exposed to the world. What follows is a tense prison arc where Matt has to survive among enemies he put away over the years, including Kingpin, Bullseye, and the Owl. It is a claustrophobic and brutal beginning that sets the tone for the entire run. No one is safe, and every victory comes at a cost. Throughout the run, Brubaker digs deep into themes of identity, loss, and sacrifice. We see Matt pushed to the brink, not only physically, but emotionally. His relationship suffers, his morals are tested, and yet he never fully breaks, which makes his resilience all the more compelling. Brubaker also introduced new layers of mystery and noir, expanding Daredevil's mythos while honoring what came before. These storylines are tightly written, emotionally charged, and visually stunning thanks to Lars' moody atmospheric art. This run is often cited as one of the best in Daredevil's history, a seamless continuation of Bendis' work, but with its own distinct tone and pacing. If you are looking for a sophisticated and emotionally rich superhero story, Daredevil by Ed Brubaker is essential reading. And yes, it's also collected in its own omnibus books. Beginning in 2019, Zdarsky, alongside artist Marco Checchetto and later Rafael de la Torre, took Matt Murdock on a deeply introspective journey that examines guilt, justice, fate, and redemption like never before. The run opens with Matt recovering for a near-fatal injury and questioning whether he can continue as Daredevil. After accidentally killing a criminal in action, a line he never means to cross, Matt spirals into a moral and spiritual crisis. What follows is a stunning exploration of what it truly means to be a hero and whether one man has the right to serve as a judge, jury, and executioner. Zdarsky pushes Matt through intense personal and legal challenges, including surrendering to the justice system and going to prison. I know this is something that we already seen in Brubaker's run, but there are differences. Meanwhile, Elektra takes up the mantle of Daredevil, adding a compelling new dynamic and emotional depth to the narrative. What makes Zdarsky Run stand out is its balance between gritty street-level action and philosophical depth. The story touches on system injustice, religious guilt, and personal accountability, all while delivering thrilling fights, rich character development, and shocking twists. The run also redefined key relationships in Matt's life, from Elektra and Foggy to Kingpin and Spider-Man. It's bold, character-driven storytelling that stays true to Daredevil's roots while fearlessly pushing the character into new territory. Daredevil by Chip Zdarsky isn't just one of the best modern Marvel runs. It's a must-read epic that elevates the superhero genre into something deeply human, raw, and unforgettable. Whether you are in it for crime noir, martial art and superhero action, or deeply emotional storytelling, Daredevil offers one of the richest and most compelling and rewarding reading experience in whole superhero comic. Meantime, you can find a lot of Daredevil stories in our eShop, comicsbugle.com, your friendly neighborhood comic book shop in Europe. Access the great catalog of collected, deluxe, and absolute editions, epic collections, and omnibuses. We guarantee you eco-friendly Hulkproof packaging, free shipping in whole EU, an option to pre-order your comic book now and pay for it later. You can also split full price to 4 separate payments because we know how expensive these books can be. So check it out, comicsbugle.com. You can find direct links below this video. And that's all. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to smash the like and subscribe button so we don't miss out any further videos. In our comment section, let us know what other books or topics would you like to see in our videos. And see ya, Bugles!